An MC. I like the Warlocks when I'm playing this deck a lot. Yeah, I'll keep Shiny Finder Poison. I'll probably keep Vanish too, it's really, really good in this matchup. This will probably be one of the more important games that you guys watch because this is one of the more meta matchups, I guess you could say. Like Patron Warrior you don't queue into too much, whereas you do play against a lot of Warlocks with this deck. It's one of your good matchups too, especially if they're cubes. If they're giants, you just lose, but cubes way more popular right now. Giants isn't really played too much at the moment, just basically because all the prevalent meta decks have a way to beat them usually. Like all the druids have poison seeds, and everybody basically is just kind of made the meta kind of revolve around these degenerate combos that can win the game on turn 4 or 5. And you have to build your deck in a way that you can beat them, otherwise your deck sucks. Here, I think we just Kingsbane prep oil and go face. It's a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Against Mr. Lifetap Warlock, this is just like saying, hey, next turn you're at 6 health, you know? And then, you know, you go for your good old Void Caller into Void Lord, and I play Vanish, and then your 9-drop doesn't do anything. Which is fun. Decent Defile. Golden Defile looks really nice, wow. I didn't notice that. Golden Defile is a really cool looking card. I kind of want a Cold Light, but I really need a Shadow Step with it, I think. I think I'm just going to Leeching Poison Pass. I'll let him do what he wants to do this turn. Because next turn I can Cold Light, Coin, Prep, Vanish. Whereas I couldn't this turn. Hey, let's go. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. That Shadow Step coming down. Give me those cards. Let's go. Deadly is good. Deadly and, do I even go face, actually? I probably should. I could coin prep oil, and then if I do that, I have 2 turn. So I go for 2 turn, I guess. Because we have Vanish, right? So anything he plays, we get through. He has to heal. It doesn't make too much sense to go for this super aggressive game plan with Valyria in hand, but I feel like I have the opportunity to do it, and if I just make my opponent play really passively and have to rely on a Void Lord or Mal'Ganis, and I just beat it with Vanish right now, so it just makes sense to me to do so. And he rolls the Doomguard, unfortunately, but you can still like go for Cube and then Dark Pact. That would be strong. We haven't seen either of those, and we didn't mill either of them, so it's not super unlikely here. Cube. Hopefully we don't see the Dark Pact. If we do, that's going to make the game a lot tougher. We do Faceless Dark Pact. Not quite as strong, unfortunately, for him. Yeah, actually a shit ton weaker. But, I mean, it's still a play. So, I think we Cold Light first in the case that we do get Doomerang, as that's a 2 of, whereas if we swing first and then try to draw the Kingsbane, it's just less likely. So I think we just do this. Is the correct thing to do here. Believe we sap that. To make the odds of the Cold Light sticking higher. Again, I don't like the swing because I don't have anything to give me the weapon back. 1 Shiny Finder versus 2 Doomerangs. And 2 Minstrels too, man. Like, the Minstrel's like literally a guaranteed Shiny Finder, so, I mean. I'm trying to figure out what he does to win here. I feel like this is actually one of the matchups where Skull would be really good.
Trust me.
Spell Stone's decent, heals him up a lot. And the Doom. Okay, that's fine. No reason to Vanish, just Fan, I think, that's all. Fan, Doomerang, get that weapon back. Heal for 9. Clock him in the head, and pass. So he's gonna activate his own mom so then he's not dead. For us, this game's a little bit weird because we don't really have too many more weapon buffs outside of like the double green skin play after we play Valyria, and double Deadly Poison. 9 attack weapons are more than enough to win with, and we do still have double Vanish, so I'm really not worried about this game at all. The only issue I really see is like a Void Lord coming down, because something like a Void Lord could beat us because if his hand's full, after Gul'dan when he plays that, what can happen is the Void Walkers can actually beat us pretty easily. So that's one problem I see right now.
Here we go.
I don't feel the need to sap that either. Just pass, force him on the Void Lord, and then we clearly beat Void Lord with his hand, so that's really good. It's kind of funny when you play as 8 mana pass, but 8 mana pass is actually good here. You don't need to do anything. There's no reason to show him anything, and then we go for the Vanish and hit him in the head, and that's a win. So really, really strong counter to Q block. So if you're encountering that on ladder, just jam this list, and you'll win most of the time. That being said, you play against Paladins with this list, you're going to start crying. It's one of those decks that has polarized matchups in Hearthstone. Another warrior. I gotta be honest, I'm actually really scared playing against warriors when I'm playing this deck, because if they are pirates, they just smash you so hard. The other archetypes we should beat, so I'm just gonna mulligan accordingly and assume he's Pirate Warrior and look for like Kingsbane plus Leeching Poison. Yeah, not a bad hand. Pass on one might mean that it's not pirates, which would be good for us, obviously. Does nobody play Pirate Warrior anymore? Am I the last Pirate Warrior player alive? Midrange Warrior. Okay, that's actually probably tougher than Pirates for this deck, to be honest. Midrange Warrior should not be an easy matchup at all. Pirate Warrior is okay, man. It's not like the best deck ever, but it's not like the worst either. I'm actually going to Dagger first, swing, trade, and then play Kingsbane just so I keep the 1-3... the 3 durability in check. And the next turn I'm probably going to just coin Greenskin, maybe even Shadow Step, but we'll see. What's up, Dad? It's going well, man. How's it going with you? What's good? I feel like it's actually really underrepresented, because I was actually doing quite well with Pirate Warrior this season. It's really weird, though. So, I am going to coin the Greenskin and swing. I don't think I'm going to Shadow Step. I'm going to actually look to value trade next turn and then Shadow Step. It could be the case that he'll play something like an Azure Drake here. This doesn't die to Black-White Corruptor, which is another 5-drop he'll run. They might actually run Scalebane as well, if he's playing the Dragon deck. Yeah, so here's the Drake, so we actually don't get the value trade, and it's fine, though. Not a big deal at all. The question is, do I want to buff it again with the Shadow Step, or do I want to Shadow Step Cold Lights? So the thing about the Cold Lights in this matchup is, it's really weird, because you don't want to give a mid-range deck cards, because if they have like relatively big minions to play every turn, you're not going to be a good spot. But at the same time, this is my draw engine, I need to draw. I do think my play this turn is just Deadly, swing, go face, Shadow Step, and then play it again. Like, I believe that's what's correct for me to do. 5 attack weapon's really good. Again, I didn't get the value trading, which kind of sucks, and you could argue that I should have held it just because of that reason, but I think it's okay. I played a ton of decks to Legend, man. Just look at all the stuff that I did for basics and then go through that. I played a lot of meme decks to keep myself at lower ranks this season because I didn't want to get to super high Legend really fast. Second Monkey. Oh, King's Defender, Poggers. Look at that. Strictly better Fiery War Axe. Strictly better, ladies and gentlemen. Strictly. Let's start cold lighting. I need some cards here. Like, I need to get a Leeching Poison, basically. Let's go for the second one. This is going to give him a good turn, but... Did I really just draw a double Doomerang, double Sap? That's hilarious. It's a weird draw order. I'm going to say no Ghoul in this deck, even though it's pretty likely he has it, because I don't want to take any more damage, so I'm just going to trade here and then go face. Usually you want to do it the other way around, but right now my whole game plan is centered around drawing Leeching Poison. We do have a ton of removal, though. That's the one nice thing about this hand, is if he plays stuff, we can just tell it, no, you're not sticking on this board ever. Corruptor, swing face. This guy knows how he's winning, man. He's smart. He is smart. Okay, so now we draw 2 Leeching Poisons in a row, right? That's how this works? Clearly not. So we're going to fan then, and hopefully pick up something decent. Shiny Finder is okay. Go face the Doomerang, the 5-3 to reset the durability and get that 5-5 Kingsbane online again. Trade in the 2-2 into his 3-2, go face. So he's 5 off lethal now, but we're also really close. So we actually have it on board. And I might just play the Shiny Finder to guarantee it, actually, next turn. I think I do, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Dragon Warrior is the deck that actually lacks reach most of the time because they choose to run minions a lot of time over just straight up damage. But maybe he's running like a janky deck that does have some more damage in it. I don't know. We'll see. Guardian, get the sap, and that is going to be lethal, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of funny how he went for like a really fast-oriented game plan, but we still ended up buffing up our weapon and actually smorking him down faster than he smorked us down. Pretty uncommon, actually. And that's going to be a quick 4-0 with the deck. Damn. GG. It's weird though, because I feel like Pirate Warrior is still a very viable deck. I don't get why people aren't playing it on ladder specifically. It's weird. It's very, very weird.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Well, this should be probably the game where we lose one. Most of the time, I'm actually going to check my deck tracker to see if I played against this guy, because most of the time the mages right now are Secret Mages, and Secret Mages are not what you want to play against. Tier. Oh, this month. Nope, I haven't played against him. I'm just going to assume that he's Secret Mage though, so you really just want Kingsbane and then Leeching Poison again. You just need to buff up a weapon and be able to do that against the aggro decks. And that's the reason again why we run 2 Leeching Poisons, because we just need to go ahead and get them and not die against the fast decks. Because we die a lot, and we just don't want to die. That's really good. So this hand actually is really, really nice, especially with the coin. So the thing we're going to need to get now is just a Kingsbane. So Shiny Finder Kingsbane. Lady Luck is on my side today, ladies and gentlemen. This could be him being an Exodia Mage as well, though. Which, it's still a good hand against that deck. But, yeah, it's looking like it's Exodia, man. Which isn't necessarily that bad for us, though, so that's okay. I don't really want to just go for the Oracle yet, so I'm just going to do this. Again, I'm fairly confident based on the first 3 turns passing that a naked Seeker that is not Secret Mage. You could argue that I should have played around with coin, but I'm not going to respect it at all. I fucking love ladder like this, man. Like, I played against a bunch of decks that just are cool to play against today. Sorry, the deck tracker lags the client sometimes. I'll just walk you guys through this. Like, I really like days on ladder like this, where I play against a bunch of opponents who are just playing random stuff, man. Not necessarily random stuff, but like, you know, I played against the Jade Druid with a little bit of a different build. I played against a Patron Warrior, I played against a Cube Block, and I played against a Dragon Warrior. Like, just a variety of decks that don't say Paladin or Big Priest on them. I just really enjoy that, and it's super nice. I think I just go Oil here, and I believe I hit face now. We have a 7-3 weapon next turn that represents 21 damage, and then we have the 5-4 on board as well. And the Doomerangs to reset. I can Doomerang my own minions as well. So it's just the right turn to start hitting face, because with the Doomerangs, we're going to have the weapon in hand for a long time and going to be able to smork them down, hopefully. That's the game plan. Minstrel's not bad, but it's also not great. This mage has done nothing for the first 5 turns of the game other than play a Secret. Wow. Runes. Is it Secret Mage? There's no way! What kind of a mage deck plays explosive runes and passes for the first 5 turns? And keeps another card in the hand? Okay, so Tempo Mage? Frostbolt face Tempo Mage. Oh, you have Doomerang. I mean, we just Doomerang Minstrel here, that's all. Deal with that Waker. Heal for a bunch. We're in a really good spot against Tempo Mage here, holy shit. That's a very surprising start, though. I honestly can't believe that he played that slow this game. It's really weird. Sometimes the Tempo Mage, it is correct to take a much slower game plan and try to play for big swingy turns in the mid game, but this is just weird. Like, really weird. 30 HP, turn 6 against Tempo Mage, man. That feels good. Hey, Control, you think Deadman's Control Warrior could be viable in Wild? I think just standard Control Warrior is probably better in Wild right now. I think you could do it though, for sure, yeah. Especially if you're the only person doing it. When you're the only person doing something in Wild, it's going to go a lot better than it would be if a lot of people are doing it. What's up, Chief? Thank you for the 6 months, man. Hope you're having a great day, buddy. Thank you. Let's start drawing. What do I need to draw even anyways? Nothing really, so I guess I don't even need to Cold Light. I could just sap Minstrel and draw 1 Shiny Finder. It's kind of weird, but I don't really need any more cards to win the game with, so I don't see a reason to give him cards. Like, we have a 7-4 weapon with Leeching Poison. This is more than enough to get the W with. Stuff like that. If I committed the Cold Light there, then maybe he draws like Alanath and an Ice Block and gets enough time to kind of just burn me out of the game, but this way I don't think it's going to happen. Decent board. Again, I have second Doomerang, so we're not too concerned here. You could argue now Cold Light's good. We actually pick up Vanish though, which is great here. He just has to recommit next turn, so I actually really like doing this. And just playing the Vanish, that's all. 6 mana, I guess I could play a spell anyways. I could Doomerang. I mean, the Ice Lance is really out of place too in that deck. I feel like it's very unlikely as a freeze effect again, because he's used 3 already top 12, so he has to have another one top 13, and that's the very last one, so it just doesn't happen too often. So I think I just Vanish here, because next turn I can swing face, then Doomerang. I should also probably play the Shiny Finder just to the 3-1, so he has to Hero Power it. Otherwise it'll trade one of his minions. He hasn't used Arcane Missiles at all yet either. Ow. Hey, Shiny Finder saved us 1 health. Oh, never. It didn't, no. Never mind.
Here we go.
Heal for 7, go for the Doomerang. Back up to 24, man. This weapon is ridiculous, dude. And man, am I happy that he's not playing Secret Mage. I gotta be honest, the fact that he's playing Burn Mage here just made this game so much easier. Just a 2-4 Flame Waker is a lot easier for me to deal with than a 4-3 Korean Tor Mage, basically. And obviously this game we got a really above average draw order as well. Having the big weapon really early and Leeching Poison as well was absolutely insane and basically led to this victory. So I couldn't really do too much about that. But I mean, we kind of got lucky and just won based on that. Shitty matchup though, so pretty happy about it. What up, Josh? How you doing? Good shit.